Hello everybody, how are you? It's been about a year since I did my last video, so let's hope I can remember how to do this. But I have been to Stamperama in York, and I thought I would show you what I bought. And I'm really hoping this kickstarts my mojo and gets me back crafting. I'm very excited by what I've bought. I've got lots of ideas, so fingers crossed. At the end of the video, I'm going to put some photos of my trip. So if you're interested, there'll be a few photos at the end, or else you can just watch my little haul video. Actually, it's quite a big haul. I lost all self-control and I bought quite a lot. So without further ado, let me show you what I've got. So the first thing I got was this marbling kit. I wanted to get something that me and my little girl could do in half term together, because it is now half term, believe it or not. And the first stand I came across was the marbling for fun stand, and it was really interesting. So I bought the kit, which comes with, it comes in this box, but you can use the box to do your dipping. It comes with 2 of the agents. It came with some inks, and then I also bought another 4. He had 4 for £10, so I bought 4. And then it came with this, which you have to use to treat like MDF or fabric. So I got that. I also got a book, so it's got all the different techniques and different things you can do. So I got that as well. And there was a deal with the book to get the comb. Like, my mum had one of these combs. Obviously not with the cool handle on, but she definitely had one with like a brown handle in the 80s. But anyway, I got one of those because that's really good for dragging the inks around. And I did a couple of makes and takes while I was there. So this is on fabric. How pretty is that? It's still a little bit damp. But we did that one, and then we did this one that was with the comb. Isn't that beautiful? And we also did a card, still a little bit damp, and it got a bit scrunched in my bag, but how cool is that? So I'm busy trying to order some things to marble now, so that me and my little girl can have a play in half term. I'm just having a little bit of trouble with Amazon, but anyway, that's a different story. So where else did I go? I went to Sweet Poppy. I went there a few times, but I'll just show you like the collective what I bought. So I did buy 4 quickie glue pens from them. I think that's a good staple to have in your craft kit. Great for glittering things. So I've got 4 of those. Then they had these brushes. Now these are for watercolouring, and they said they're ideal for people new to watercolouring, and I really struggle with watercolouring. I did buy something from them last year which I was excited to try, but I didn't really get on with it, and they now don't do that because they have these. And they were telling me about these last year, but they just weren't in stock. So I got 2. They weren't expensive. They were like £3 or £4. And I'm excited to try those because they kind of do that adding the water bit for you. And I always think I don't add enough water or add too much. So anyway, I've got those. So I'm going to give those a go. I did buy some stencils at Sweet Poppy. So I bought this one, which I've seen used a lot on Inspiration, and I love it because I just think you can just stencil that and then stamp a sentiment in the box, and you've got your card if you want to leave it really basic. I also got this frame, and I deliberately got the one that goes with the rose sentiment thing because I just thought like those 2 together, like that and then that's a nice card as well. So I've got those 2, and then I really like this sunflower frame stencil, so I got that one as well. They did have their goodie bags again. They were £25 this year. I'm sure they were only 10 last year. But they had 3 different ones. So he had one from last year and then he had 2 for this year. And I said that I'd bought one last year and I told him what was in it. And did he think it would be the same? And he was pretty sure it wouldn't be. Anyway, I opened it there and then because I couldn't wait. And it wasn't the same. And actually, I think mine was even better than last year. So I got this stamp, which is really cute. I got another roll of their stencil tape, which I absolutely love. This stuff is fantastic. It doesn't rip your paper. It holds stencils down. Absolutely fantastic. Recommend this so much. I had 2 tubs of their stencil dimension paste is the word I'm trying to say. This one's green. I also got the blue, but I got the blue last year, so I gave that straight to my friend who is a huge Sweet Poppy fan, and she uses a lot of their stuff, so I knew it wouldn't go to waste with her. But I've still got loads of the blue from last year, so yeah, I just thought I don't need to. It does say shelf life 6 months, but mine's a year old and still going strong, so you know, I think they have to put something, but in reality they probably last better. I got some more of their glitters, and these are not ones I got last year, so I was really pleased with these. I got the Halloween and the black turquoise. Look at those colours. I really like the Sweet Poppy ultra fine glitters. I think they're beautiful. And then the stencils I got in my mystery bag. I have given, I think I only gave one away, but I gave one to my friend because I knew I wouldn't use it. And I just think, if you're not going to use it and there's someone with you who will, why not? So I've got this little family one, first of all, which I thought would be great for journaling. I've got a friend's one, again, great for journaling. I have got this flower. Now, I'm kind of thinking I got this last year, but I'm not sure. So I said I'd come home and check, and if I already had it, I said I would send it to my friend. So I need to check that and then potentially post that one. I got this. I think this is beautiful. Look, it's Girl. Isn't that lovely? That'd be lovely on a baby card. I got this fun, I don't know whether it's like a snowflake or like a, can't think of the word, but anyway, that'd be nice in a journal as well. And then look at this. This is actually the first one I pulled out and I was like, well, that was meant to be. How beautiful is that? Stunning. So I got those. So that was all from Sweet Poppy. Then there was a stand around the corner from her. The packaging says Stamp Addicts. I don't know if that's actually what the stand was or whether that's just the name of the stuff. But anyway, first of all on this stand I got these foils. So I haven't got a hot foil machine, but I really wanted to try foiling sentiments. And I saw these by Sticks too. They were only £1.70 each, and I thought, well, that's not much to waste if it doesn't work. She said to use like gilding flake glue on your sentiment and then do them. But anyway, I got 2 different ones and I'm just going to give it a go. I think they're really fun colours. Those ones are patterned, these are plain. I'm just going to give it a go and see. And then I got these. So my friend got them first, and then we all saw them and we all went and bought them basically. So this one you can see is just kind of iridescent and speckled. And then this one has, can you see, it's stars. But what you do with these is you stamp your image and then die cut it or whatever. Then you put this over the top. It's got a peel off back. Put it over the top, cut it out, and then it's basically, it just gives this effect on your flowers or your butterflies or whatever, but it's transparent, so when the sun catches it, that's when you see that. And I thought that was really fun. So they weren't expensive. They're only, as you can see, £3 each. And I thought they're quite decent size sheets. They're A4, so they should last quite well. I did get 2 of the speckled ones, so I thought I'd use that more than the stars. But yeah, I thought I'd give those a go. Then I want to say it was Stampers Grove, but I might be wrong. It was the stand that was selling all the American stuff. So all the American brands you can think of, that's where these ones came from. And again, I went to the stand twice. So let me show you. I got a palette knife set by Altenew. I did then see other metallic metal sets in the show cheaper, but I was like, oh, I've bought it now. So yeah, I've got that because I've got quite into pastes and mixed media and experimenting. So I've got that. I got some of this paste. So this is like a stencil paste. This is by Gina K. You put it through your stencil and it's just going to be white. That's kind of one of the reasons I wanted the metal stencils. So I've got quite into art journaling, and I wanted some white paste, so I've got that one. And then there's a lady I watch, I can't pronounce her name, but she's absolutely fantastic and so inspirational, and she does a lot of white splatters on her work, and she was using a Spellbinders watercolour splatter thing, but they were saying that there's been lots of complaints about that because you don't get much in the pot, and they didn't have any in stock and they weren't sure it was coming back, but they did recommend this, so I got this one. And I think this will last quite well. This is by Hero Arts. It's a white acrylic speckle. I have tried doing splatters with all kinds of stuff. It never works. So I'm going to try this. It's probably just white acrylic paint, and I've probably just wasted £7.50, but I just will try because nothing else has worked. And then I saw these, the colours jumped out and bit me on the nose, and they were beautiful. I resisted and resisted, and then on the third visit to the stand I caved and I bought quite a few because I thought these would be great with another purchase I made. So I did get the Lunar pastes. These are Simon Hurley. I got a blue, I got this pink. How stunning is that hot pink? I got a purple, I got a kind of orangey bronze one, and I got a green. So I'm excited to play with those. I've seen him use them in videos and I really like the effect. So I got those because what I also got was some layering stencils, which I have wanted for the longest time. So that's the make. So I got these flowers, and these ones. So I'll flip them over so you can see on the back. So the big ones, that's kind of how they're going to come out. These ones are going to come out like, well, hopefully come out like this. Very pretty. And these ones look like that. And I just thought I couldn't choose between the three, and I had lost all self-control at that point, so I was just like, I'm going to have all three. I'm having a treat. And then I saw this stamp set and I couldn't resist this either. This is by Waffle Flower. I really like the Waffle Flower mats, so I had no doubt their stamps were going to be fantastic. My friend then saw that I'd picked this up and went looking, and I actually had the last one. But I think this is such a beautiful stamp set, and I've really got a thing about silhouette stamps. So that was all from that stand. Then I found a stand, I don't know what it was called, but it was selling a lot of Kanban sets, it was selling a lot of mediums, and they were all like in rummage bins, so it was heavily discounted. So I got 2 glitter glues for my daughter. So these were £2 each. I just thought she would really like the colours, and she's always asking me for glue. And I don't know if you remember, but ages ago I bought a box of Hunky Dory PVA, the little ones, and she goes through those like crazy. So I figured this might be a bit thicker, might last her a bit better. Anyway, thought they were nice colours, she'll like those. Then I was walking around the stand and I spotted, well, I'll show you what I spotted first of all that drew me in, and then I will explain. So I spotted this. Oh, I've just knocked over Yeah, so I spotted the Care Bears, and I have a new job, and I'm now a TA. I work in a school, and I am the TA that has covered her lanyard in pin badges, and mine is literally covered in Care Bears. I don't think I could get another one on there, and the children absolutely love them, and they're always reaching for them and playing with them and looking at them and talking about them. They're great. So when I saw these, I was like, I can't not buy these. So I literally went through the rummage boxes and found everything I could that was Care Bears in there. These were on offer. It was like £1 each or 11 for £10. So anyway, I got these. I'm not actually 100% sure what they are. I don't know if they're papers or die cuts. I'll have a look later, but anyway, I got that one. I got like a Halloween-y type one that's got papers on the back. This paper, oh well, this one is actually for my daughter. So once I got all the Care Bear stuff, I needed to get the deal, so I also got some bits for my daughter. So this is going to just be for her to play with. Then we have this one, which again, you can see the little Care Bear down there. Not sure what's in there, but anyway, we've got some Halloween Care Bears. We've got more Halloween Care Bears. More Halloween Care Bears. These ones are mummies. Got these ones, which are witches. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these, but anyway, I had to have them. Then I saw this, and I liked this like jar. I thought it'd be really cool just to build a scene in here, maybe with silhouette stamps or something. And then I saw these on the back. I don't know that I'll use these, but I also do a lot of wall displays at school because I'm obviously the crafty one, so these could always go on a wall display. And then I got this one for my little girl, so she can play with that in half term. It's got those on the back. I got another like jar thing, and then we've got more Care Bears. I'm actually wondering if I can start sneaking the Care Bears into wall displays. Sounds like a challenge, doesn't it? Well, I might start like hiding them in the classroom. But anyway, that was from like the Kanbani type store. Then I found a store called Ross Crafts. I'm sure this was Ross Crafts and not Cole's Craft Cabin. Apparently I went to both, but I don't know which was which. Anyway, what this store had basically brought up what looked like all of Craft Stash's X stock, and they just had rummage bins full, and they also had a lot of MDF. So I got some MDF hedgehogs because why not? They're so cute. I got a big freestanding hedgehog, which I'm going to either marble or paint, and then it stands on this stand, and I think that'll look really cute in my hallway. I do love a hedgehog. I got these. These remind me of the Pretty Gets Gritty ones that I got last year, but I love them and they work really well in mixed media projects, so I got some of those. I got two of these, which I'm going to paint and give to my friends on Mother's Day. So my friend lost her mum just before Christmas, and then my husband lost his mum a few weeks ago, and I thought I'm going to paint those up and just give them to them around Mother's Day, and they can do what they want with them. But it's just a little I'm thinking of you type thing for Mother's Day. And then I found this creative stamp with nice sentiments on. I didn't have this one. I always liked the creative brand at Craft Stash. There was so much stuff in the rummage bins, but this is the only thing I actually decided to go for. But I really liked those sentiments. So that was either Ross Crafts or Cole's Craft Cabin. I'm not really sure which, but anyway, I've got those. Then on the, what's she called? Oh, I can't think what she's, not Julie Hickey. I can't think what she does, but she does all those really nice 3D embossing folders. It'll come to me in a minute. She's based in Eastbourne. But anyway, I got some things from her. So I'd actually gone looking for gilding flakes because my friend had got these. How nice are these? This is a new one. This is chocolate gold gilding flakes. I thought they were really beautiful colours. So I got those. And then I wanted silver earlier in the year and I didn't have any. So I got this one because it's got lots of silver. It's got a bit of bronzy gold in there, but it's mainly silver. So I got those. Then I got a jelly roll pen because I keep losing my white gel pens. I buy them and then I don't know what happens. Something in my room eats them. I did get some Cosmic Shimmer Flake Glue because obviously I've got those transfers I want to try foiling with. But also I've got so many golden flakes. It's a good thing to have in your stash. And then I got more finger waxes. I love these. I always get them when I go. She seems to have more and more colours every year. And these were some colours I didn't have. Again, I use these for mixed media. I use them on MDF projects. I use them on crates when I make crates for people. So I got a white one because I thought it was just beautiful. Look at that. I got a blue, a purpley blue, and a hot pink. So those will go with my collection of those. And then the last thing I have to show you is from Cardio. I watched the Cardio lady demoing. I watched 2 demos. I love watching her demos so much. She's so inspirational. I actually bought my stuff and then had to walk around for quite a while. And I just kept going back till everything kind of died down and I could see. But anyway, so the first thing I got was this stencil. How lovely is that? That with the scene in the middle. Stunning. I've wanted a sun ray for ages, so I got that one. And then I got this robin. The people I went with, my friends, they'd seen the Sweet Poppy one, but they already had this, and they were showing me what they'd done with this Cardio one, and had some really great ideas. So I'm going to have a go. So I wanted it and I just thought I'd give it a go. And then I saw this scene stamp. Again, back to the silhouettes, but I love them. And I just thought that would work really nicely in the robin. So I got those as well. And I really enjoyed watching the Cardio demos. And because this was our annual York trip, we had all made each other cards. The 3 of us to exchange. So this was one card. This is my friend John. He's also on YouTube. If I remember, I will link his channel because he does some really fantastic videos showing this kind of style, in case anyone's interested. Then my friend Jo made me this one because she knows I like a fun fold. How beautiful is that? So the challenge was you had to use something you hadn't used before. But I love this. This is just stunning. And then my friend Denise made me this one. I've got this Highland Cow set. This is from Glitz Craft, but she knows I like Highland Cows. And every time she sees a Highland Cow, she thinks of me. So, yeah, she made me those. Aren't they lovely? And then very kindly, my friends gave me some presents. So Jo gave me this Sweet Poppy cabin, which I love. I love Stampscapes. I love Nellie Snellen. I love what they call silhouette stamps, if you hadn't already guessed by this video. Yeah, so that was really kind. My friend Denise gave me this beautiful stencil. Look at this. This again would be beautiful with those pastes, the lunar pastes. She also got me, this is funny, she got me an apron with an adjustable neck strap. Home is where the herd is. I'm going to wear that tonight when I do the cooking. And then Jo gave me these stunning robins because I do decoupaged hearts and that will look beautiful on a heart. She got me into those as well. And then lastly, they were exceptionally kind and they both bought my daughter a little present each at the craft show. So Denise bought her, let's put them on here so you can see. Denise bought her a reindeer on a carousel and a fox on a carousel. And she thought that would go nicely with my carousel stencil because she knows full well my daughter will totally steal my stencil and want to play with it. So she got her those, which was very kind. And then Jo got her this beautiful star stencil from Honeydew. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm sure she'll want to use my lunar pastes to do that. So that is, I think, everything I got. I'm just having a quick glance round in case I've missed anything. No, I think that's everything I got. As you can see, I lost all self-control. I bought a lot. But I'm hoping this will kickstart my mojo and get me crafting again. I had the most amazing time. We had great company, great food, fun activities. I'm going to put some photos at the end now. And thank you so much for watching today. So I hope everyone's well, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.